Just at this point in the season, about halfway through conference play, what do you feel like the overall morale is of yourself and the team as a whole?
Yeah, I think we all feel really good. I think we started out Pac-12 play with facing some of the best teams in the country, and it was a battle, and there was definitely some highs and lows. But I think this year, more than any year in the past, it's definitely showed us what we're capable of, and we're just looking forward to carrying those good moments out through the rest of Pac.
With the season sort of broken up like this, where it's 4 at the start before the bye week and then 4 at the end, does it give you time to sort of reflect and set benchmarks for the back end of the Pac-12 season?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we had a really good bye week. I think it was at a really good point in conference, and it definitely just allowed us to kind of reset mentally and physically. You know, it was nice to give our bodies a little bit of a break. So it definitely was a refresher, and yeah, we're just ready to go for these next 4 weeks.
You touched on it a little bit, but what sort of makes a bye week a good bye week?
I think just being able to have the time to get out and practice on the things that you need to do individually. I think it gets kind of hard to do that in the middle of season because we're just going. But bye week kind of just allows for us to get more in depth in practice and just really break things down more than we would be able to.
What were some of those things for you individually?
Just working some things out with my swing. Just getting back to what I do best.
You mentioned the caliber of competition was obviously really high in the first half. Not that it's going to be like super low or anything, but
Yeah.
you played some really good teams. Is caliber competition and caliber of the pitchers just a big part of why hitting was a little bit of a tough one so far for you in conference play this year? Or were there things that you picked up on, Nick, talking about in your swing that just either got off or just what was it?
A little bit of both. I mean, you look at the pitchers that we faced in conference, and we were facing, like I said, some of the best pitchers in the country. Just statistically speaking, their ERAs are unmatched. So definitely, and then pairing that with just some things I was working out in my swing, it definitely just that's maybe why I was off to a little bit of a slow start. But I think it just prepares not just me, but everyone heading into the rest of Pac.
Last year, it was a lot of power numbers for you, led the team in home runs. And this year, the batting average has gone up, the power's gone down a little bit. Was that what you were trying to do coming into the season? Was that just kind of how it played out?
I definitely, in the off-season, wanted to focus more on average, so I guess that is what you're seeing. But now I'm just trying to find the best of both worlds. I definitely wasn't expecting to lose the power numbers like I was wanting to, but now I'm just going to take pieces from both that have worked and just kind of try to mesh the two together.
You say it's kind of when there is a second half of league play here, is there a specific goal that you guys kind of got in mind during this past week where you're talking about like conference standings and stuff about placing in a certain spot and where the RPI starts to be, where the goal is to get to be a regional host? Got work to do. So
Yeah,
is that something
absolutely.
that is part of it? Is, yes, everybody wants to go out there and win every game and do as good as possible. That everybody can say that, but that is for the end goal of postseason and seeding and those things.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're just going to take it one game at a time and just focus on a single game, but we definitely want to get our first Pac-12 sweep. That's a goal of ours. And then, just continue to keep pushing, like I just said, one game at a time. And then, obviously, the end goal is to host regionals. So that would be a top 16 seed.
This weekend against Arizona State, are there any specific goals for you or specific goals for the team that just in this series isolated coming up that you guys are trying to hit?
Win the series, sweep the series, just keep it simple. That's about it.
To sort of piggyback on that, what would that mean for you guys to get that first series sweep this year?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
To piggyback on what you just said, obviously the goal of having a series sweep, what would that mean for this team right now?
Yeah, I think it'll just be a huge turning point in the season to kind of carry us forward into the next weekend. And then every weekend we learn new things about what to carry forward. So we're just going to keep the ball rolling. You kind of just need that one weekend to get it all started and then just keep it going from there.
Does playing the opponents like Montana and Lindenwood, where you are able to have some more offensive success, granted against not a Pac-12 opponent, does that carry into Pac-12 play against the tougher pitchers that you mentioned?
Absolutely. I mean, hitting is 90% mental. So being able to kind of build your confidence up in those games and then is going to be a huge thing for us this weekend because hopefully all the success that we had this past week can just carry over.
What's some of the things that you guys are looking forward to with this Arizona State team?
Getting in the heat and out of the cold. is definitely a big one. No, I just think it'll be a really good weekend for us coming off of our bye weekend, and just we're having our team chemistry right now is really good. So just getting out there and having fun with the team.
Any specific keys that you guys are looking to, take into your advantage?
We're just past the bat. I don't think anyone has to do anything too big this weekend. Just top to lineup. We need 1 through 9, all of us. So just do that.